Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. So in today's card making video, I'm going to be sharing a technique using this gorgeous Rainbow Road stencil from a Colourful Life Designs. It was the mid-month inspiration release for June 2025, and I'm going to be using it with some texture paste. Now, I've got this one that was from Craft Stash. It's no longer available, but any texture paste that you've got in your stash will work for this. You just want it to be opaque and white. I will link to alternatives in the description box below. And then I'm going to be using my Nuvo Shimmer powders. So I've got Catherine Wheel for the red, Cherry Bomb for the pink, Blue Blitz, Lilac Waterfall, then I've got this gorgeous Falling Leaves green, Fantail Firecracker, which is kind of like a peachy orange, and then I've got Solar Flare, which is that bright and vibrant yellow. So I'm going to be creating a rainbow background using these today. Now, if you don't have Nuvo Shimmer powders, try using, for example, Lindy's Magicals, the Colorology Shimmer powders, the Luscious pigment powders from Indigo Blue. And if you don't have pigment powders, but you've got re-inkers, then you could do exactly the same technique using your re-inkers for a completely different look as well. So I've just popped my cardstock and my stencil on my grip mat. This is the Waffle Flower grip mat, and I'm using my magnet to hold it in place to my glass mat as well to stop it sliding around, because I didn't take the release sheet off the back of my grip mat, and the magnets are super strong that they'll still hold even through the grip mat. So first of all, I'm going to apply the texture paste through the stencil. Now, this texture paste, as I mentioned, it's no longer available, but it's like a pearlescent, shimmery, opaque white paste, and it spreads on like butter, very similar to the Crafters Workshop stencil butters. And you could do two ways with this. You could apply the shimmer powders through the stencil first and then add the texture paste, or you can do it this way round where I've added the texture paste and now I'm adding the shimmer powders. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use a palette knife to just go over the top of that stencil to blend the powders in and create that gorgeous background effect. So both ways work really well. This way probably gives a slightly more subtle finish, whereas adding the pigment powder first and then the texture paste does make it a little bit more vibrant. You want to keep the colours and the direction of your palette knife in the same diagonal stripes so that you don't blend the colours together and create mud, and you can wipe your palette knife off in between as well. But then look at that, it's really, really pretty, and I'm going to pop that aside to dry. So I've just pulled out my Spellbinders Scout mini die cutting machine because I'm just going to die cut a few elements that I know I want on my finished card. I've got this Get Well sentiment from Waffle Flower, and I'm going to die cut the shadow part from black cardstock and then the words from some white cardstock, and I think that will look really nice in the centre of this card. I'm also going to die cut an umbrella and a few clouds from this older Funky Fossil die set that I've got. This set was called Rain or Shine. It's no longer available, but I did find that Frantic Stamper in the US had got 2 in stock, so if you're after something like this, then be quick because there is only 2 left. I will link to something similar in the description box below as well. But I do think it's fun to have some weather elements in your die cutting stash because they come in really handy for cards like this. So once I've done all the die cutting, my background panel is dry now, so I'm going to go ahead and attach it to a matte layer of black cardstock. This card today is going to measure 6 by 6, so my black layer is 5 3/4 squared and my white layer is just a little bit smaller than that, just so that it had a very thin black border. I'm also going to add some liquid glue to the back of the Get Well sentiment and attach that down to the shadow layer as well. I'm going to add some liquid glue to the frame part of the top of the umbrella as well and get that stuck down, so we've got that really nice holographic umbrella. And I am going to fill in the centres of the umbrella with some cardstock that I've created using the same shimmer powders so that the colours all match together. I did record it and made a mess of it because I was impatient, and I die cut it before it was dry and it completely tore the cardstock, so I ended up recreating that off camera, but you'll see that in a second. I'm going to add some foam tape to the sentiment just to pop this up and give it some dimension, and then I'm going to kind of layer the clouds around the sentiment along with the umbrella as well, and I was just playing around with the layout a little bit. Before I stick anything down, I do need to add the centres to the umbrella, and so here's the bit of cardstock that I've made off camera and die cut. So what I did was I just added some shimmer powders to some watercolour cardstock, spritzed it with water, and then once it was dry I added some Funky Fossil Designs Stellar paste over it, which is just a clear glitter texture paste, and that's given it so much sparkle and shine that I really capture in the photos at the end, and you'll see that up close at the finished card as well. So because I've got some foam tape on the sentiment, I am going to double up the foam tape on the back of the umbrella just so that it can sit nicely over the sentiment. Otherwise, it's going to look a bit flat. And then I'm going to tuck the clouds in, one over the top, one behind. But I do glue the clouds together first, and then I'm able to just add that in place. I will add a little bit of foam tape to the one side of the cloud where it's not going to be resting on anything. And again, I doubled that up because of the sentiment already having foam tape behind it. And then that is the finished card for today. So I really hope that you've enjoyed seeing this come together. I think it's created a really fun, bright and colourful card. And I think this would cheer anybody up who's feeling a little bit under the weather. So as always, all the products that I've used today will be linked in the description box below. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you've enjoyed this tutorial. And if you'd like to see more from me, then please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to leave me a comment below and let me know if you've tried something similar with your shimmer powders. And I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care.